Chartres Cathedral. It has stood for 800 years, a testament to medieval engineering brilliance, and showed the world what Gothic architecture could achieve. Sets his mind to another of Bishop Renaud's seemingly impossible demands: that the cathedral be flooded with natural light.
The whole idea of Gothic architecture was to allow as much light into the space as possible. They were trying to create a space on earth that really wasn't earth. It was the heavenly Jerusalem. It was what heaven would eventually look like. Light was very important to transport you to another realm, and so you could also engage with God.
The bishop believes that the effect on worshippers will be awe-inspiring. But the master builder knows that the great expanses of window could seriously weaken the structure. And the traditional methods of building will not achieve what he needs. The rounded Roman arch, seen 1200 years before in the Colosseum, is commonly used to direct weight around window openings. The load is distributed downwards and outwards into the surrounding walls. So as to absorb these forces, there must be a lot of wall and not much window, wrecking Renaud's vision. There is an alternative, but it is relatively new technology and has never been used on such a massive scale before. The pointed arch. Unlike the rounded arch, the pointed arch channels almost all the weight downwards, not outwards. The elegant narrow columns are enough to distribute the forces safely. They mean less stone and a lighter, more stable structure, allowing the space for the huge windows the bishop demands. The master builder has no choice other than to use pointed arches. It's a risky decision, unproven on such a scale. With the roof and walls complete, the craftsman's attention comes back to the central aim of Bishop Renaud's vision. A cathedral flooded with light to represent the essence of God. Renaud wants the windows at Chartres to be the most dazzling ever seen, inspiring worshippers for centuries to come. The first step for the glaziers is to make different colored glass. They mix ash with washed sand and melt them at a high temperature. Colors are created by adding metal oxides to the molten glass. A perfectionist to the last, the bishop demands a new color, one never seen before. A color worthy of the Virgin Mary herself. The glaziers respond by producing Chartres blue, a color greatly admired for its purity. They resolve to take its recipe to their graves, making this color unique to Chartres Cathedral even to this day. Lead strips hold the finished glass in place. Then every joint is soldered and sealed. Renaud can begin to imagine the impact these windows will have on future generations of pilgrims. The aging bishop is tantalizingly close to seeing his dream of a cathedral of light become reality. As soon as the pilgrim steps inside, a twisting labyrinth confronts him. Every pilgrim must make the journey to the center of the maze before entering the cathedral. The labyrinth is a symbol of the path man must take in order to be redeemed. Finally, the pilgrim reaches the center of the maze. Now, they can look up and take in the wonder of the cathedral.
The walls would have been painted a kind of burnt orange. The ribs would have been painted color combinations such as green and red, blue and gold. The whole building really would have appeared to be this bejeweled, otherworldly structure.
Today, visitors to the cathedral are hit by the same awe as the people there that day. Our sense of wonder links us with them across the centuries.
If we're overwhelmed by the experience, imagine how much more powerful it would have been in the Middle Ages. A medieval pilgrim would have seen the cathedral as being the house of God, populated by the saints. It was an extraordinarily powerful experience.
Chartres boasts 172 stained glass windows. The biggest, dedicated to the Virgin Mary, is on the west facade. Its design is based on the ancient symbol for the Virgin, the rose.